Yeah, guys, sorry about that. It's 1:13 p.m. and my alarm went off. So the phone cut off. I was doing a video. I was 8 minutes in. So I'm going to try to put that one first and then put this one. I don't know how to merge it. I haven't got that advanced yet. But anyway, we were talking about there was a third party in the vicinity who was trying to deceive you in a sense, or possibly cast some type of illusion, or wanted to give off the facade that you were pretending in a sense, okay? Or maybe they were pretending to be something that they weren't. We got the World card, the Seven of Cups with the wish come true, the Hangman, and the Nine of Swords for the third part, the third wheel, and the outside forces. And then the Blind in the reverse, we had the Queen of Cups, the Knight of Wands, I'm about to say the alcoholic. This person could be an alcoholic, with the Ace of Swords and the Taking Steps. So I feel like you took a chance on yourself. You kept going. You kept striving, even though you were being beat down and met with a lot of restrictions and burdens, because I came into the other one saying that something about dyslexia and me being stuffed up, but not really being like stuffed up with mucus or anything, more so my nostril is inflamed, so it's swollen, so it's a little bit more narrow where I won't be breathing as much. I feel like I would have to, y'all understand the gist. But anywho, let's try to put these all up. Okay, I'm going to take these up and we're going to break down what this energy is to see if the cards come out the same, or, if we get something completely different. Okay? All right, let's do it. How y'all doing today? What y'all got going on? Child, I woke up stuffed the hell. Not stuffed up, but my right nostril is like, we're not breathing today. Yeah, somebody tried to disturb somebody who was caring. Like, yeah. Maybe somebody didn't want you to be a teacher, or I feel like somebody wanted to portray you as someone who was lost. Okay? Someone who was lost, who didn't have any type of care in the world, who somebody was selfish. Yeah, somebody should have stopped. They were selfish, or, just inconsistent. You were a pretender. You're not who you really say you are. What the hell? Sound like somebody was trying to come in through my air conditioner. So somebody could be rustling around your house and shit. Just doing the most. All right, Spirit, let's see. What do you want to tell the collective today? Yeah, you're gonna win. Okay, I don't know what this illusion was this person was trying to cast or make it seem that you were being fake. But yeah, you're winning. Yeah, this person tried to like hex you, but I don't think they thought you were really ready, or the fact is that you're not easily disturbed. They could have tried to pay somebody to afflict you in your dreams because of that ego. I'm trying to tell you, I told you a lot of people get their shit fucking rocked because of that ego. But somebody didn't know that you had self-worth, you had self-esteem, you actually liked yourself. You were comfortable in your own skin. It was 414 when I said that. You and your shadow have a rapport. Like, y'all have an understanding. You know what I'm saying? You're not easily swayed. Like, you think very highly of yourself, and it's not ego, it's confidence. Look, this shit fell out. You're very confident. You love yourself unconditionally. Like, you don't need anybody to come in and fulfill that for you. You work through your trauma and heartache and pain. Yeah. You limit yourself, but you still take care of yourself. You limit yourself as far as indulging in substances that no longer serve your highest and greatest good. Not saying you can't partake, but you just choose to do it, you know what I'm saying? Responsibly. I don't know if this person has a habit because I said alcoholic in the other one. I don't know if somebody was trying to throw this on you or they have the spirit of alcoholism on them. I'm not too sure. But somebody needs to get some help out here. Okay? You tend to show yourself a lot of compassion. You know, you're very mindful. You know how to pause and reconnect if that's what needed to be. Okay, you have a lot of inner peace. You're very wholesome. But I don't know who this is who was in some type of altered state or thought they were going to have you like this or be able to sacrifice you. But somebody needed to gain some type of insight and awareness because people feel like because they have issues going on with them, it's going to fucking affect you. And it's farthest from the truth. Okay? Okay? I feel like you release any type of expectation, collective. I feel like you've been truly working on yourself and seeing things for what they actually are. You have been looking at things from a different viewpoint at this point because certain things like you're connecting the dots and certain things aren't adding up, so you are reevaluating. And remember, I could have said something 2 years ago and I could feel completely different about it now because we do a lot of research. Well, I know I do a lot of reading up and I get a better understanding of things, and it does change the way I view certain things, topics, and places, people, different theories, ideologies, and the whole occult or the metaphysics or just different subjects. You understand? And I feel like that's how you guys are moving as well. The ego for me is just the parts of you that don't really truly want you to explore. Okay? That's what I feel like the ego is. I don't even so much feel like the ego is the shadow anymore. I feel like the shadows are the parts of you that are suppressed, the things that people made you feel wasn't acceptable. Like when I was younger, I used to love to laugh all the time and play and have fun and joke around. And my sister and my mom used to be like, you got to stop joking around, Kalina. You can't keep laughing and everything is not a joke. You play too much. So then I started pushing that away. I stopped laughing and joking. I started doing fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? And then it was like, what the hell is wrong with you? Why you keep doing that? Why you keep this? Why you keep that? So it's like, it's just certain things that people have programmed you to believe that is not society's norm, right? But me being me, I always have to challenge things. So I look at all different ways and things and being completely different than how I would look at it last year, you know? So I feel like this is the safety you guys are doing, but whoever this is, they're not healing. They don't plan on healing. They don't want to heal. And I told y'all this, yeah. They don't want to heal. This is somebody who can't see your success or see you win because they can't see it for themselves, you know? And it's like, I feel like somebody evaluates themselves on how you succeed and how you've moved. So if you're failing, that's why I failed. Or if you're failing, I'm winning. I remember I had a friend who she used to say, oh, every time you gain weight, I lose weight. Every time I lose weight, you gain weight. And I'm like, what? She's like, every time your hair is long, my hair is short. Or every time your hair is short, my hair is long. I used to look at her like, girl, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? But that's how some people view you. They make you their whole Like they base their accomplishments and their fails on how you're moving. Like they see themselves through you in a sense, and it's just crazy. But that's just some psychological fucking bullshit. Okay? So I tell you, whoever this is, they are not seeing correctly. I feel like somebody's view is obstructed. Like I said, there's some type of restriction. Somebody wears a lot of masks. They like to pretend a lot. So they want to project that shit on you like you're doing the same thing because they don't truly know themselves. So you definitely can't be walking in your truth. You have to be pretending. You have to be making that up. You can't really be this person who's just so kind, loving, and caring because they don't have a drop of that in them. So, or you definitely can't have it either. Okay? Or whoever this third party was, they wanted people to see you in that sense, or they didn't want a masculine to see you, or a feminine, or their family, or just people in general, you know? All right, what's this triumph? Damn, that's what I'm saying. Somebody might want to apologize because they try to come up against you. They could have gathered a whole bunch of people to come up against you. And this is what I'm saying. When you try to draw attention on somebody, you have to be very careful because how you think something might go, it's not going to go like that. It's really not going to happen the way you think. But these people, I don't know, they're just so fucking programmed. They're so damn lost. And when they see you, it's like, oh, attack, attack. We have to get rid of whoever this is. It's like, it's giving like, and I know I keep bringing up the human body and stuff like that, but it's like this person feels like they're the host, right? And you're the invader. So you're invading their space, or you're invading their reality because this person is so damn distorted. Everybody that's winning, or everybody who has qualities that they don't embody, is the fucking enemy. Okay? But I don't think somebody seen that you was gonna be winning out here, honey. I do not think they saw that you were gonna achieve, you know, what they try to make it seem like you could not. All right? So let's get some of these just to break it down. I'm not gonna make it long. Okay, I'm really not gonna make it long. I see the sunflower card in here. Yeah, I don't think somebody know how protected you were because we had got outside forces here. So your spirit team was on whatever this is. This person might have felt like you weren't ordained enough to call yourself an empress or whatever. I'm just giving you an example, or a goddess, or a queen, or whatever you guys call yourself out there. Somebody doesn't feel like 1313, you have the rights of passage to be able to define yourself like this. Yeah, I told you somebody wanted to end your confidence. You could be in your Queen of Wands era. You could embody all the queens. Like you could be an empress in your own right if this is a feminine, right? You could be embodying the empress energy, or you are on your way there. And you are very loving, nurturing, caring, and kind, very empathic, very compassionate. Then you can be on your Queen of Wands, very intelligent, very sassy, very mystical. Okay? But I feel like somebody wanted you to be in a Queen of Swords in the reverse. Because the Queen of Swords is very logical, very truthful. Okay? This person is justice. This person brings judgment. But I feel like they wanted to seclude you. They didn't want you, especially, and they definitely don't want you in the Queen of Pentacles. Grounded, a healer, okay? Just being able to invest in different things, really, truly nurture and grow anything. Be able to be independent and self-sufficient. I feel like somebody really wanted to break your spirit in the worst fucking way. 1441 on the clock. Because they knew you were an earth angel. I feel like something is being shattered. I'm seeing the flashback card where the disco ball is shattering. So I don't know what this is, honey. Yeah, somebody really wanted to limit you, and there go the courage on the bottom of the card. Yeah, they did not want you to be in a power position because they knew you embodied all the queens in one. There go. I told you I saw the what's that? Oh my God, I can't even say it. Oh my God, why can't I say this word? Sunflower. Yeah. Somebody do not want you to be enlightened. I'm telling you, they're trying to restrict you in a sense. I don't know, somebody's trying to cast some type of illusion or paint a narrative to or project something onto you, but no, you're winning, honey. I'm telling you, I don't think somebody wanted you to be able to see that they were attacking you with this mouthpiece here. And remember, Kenya, I'm seeing Kenya and Portia. Remember when she went and attacked with that damn blowhorn? But clearly you're not hearing what I'm saying, and I'm going to need you to hear. Oh, I don't know why Portia ain't take that damn bullhorn and beat her in the fucking head with it. Okay, 1616. And that's like giving rage bait. I was watching the, yeah, you're flexible, you're moving forward, you're excelling. Yesterday, I watched this thing with this girl. She came to New York. They call her the blue dress interview girl. And she kept antagonizing this Bronx chick. I don't know if the chick was from the Bronx or what, but you can't come to NY and do nobody like that. Then that's the thing. I feel like people look at you and see like an innocent little bunny rabbit. You know what I'm saying? They see a cute little bunny rabbit and, oh, I'm going to just fluff you and comb your hair and da-da-da-da-da. But it's giving that bunny rabbit from Pets. Remember Kevin Hart? When he was like, I'm the bunny. He was like, he said something like, I'm the master. You don't question the boss. Da-da-da-da. Like, he went savage on him. I really don't think somebody's seen you as a savage, but they are sadly mistaken. Okay? They are definitely waking up. Or maybe this is them. They are blind because they didn't think that you were going to address them or maybe even stand up for yourself. You weren't going to, you know what I'm saying, protect yourself in a sense. Yeah, maybe they didn't think that you were going to stand your ground when it came to you. Like, how, bitch? Like, why would you think we weren't going to, you would never get a breakthrough or, I don't know. This shit is just stupid to me. This tarot should be getting on my nerves. Yeah. You could have gave some type of offerings or they try to offer you up. It's like going to, let me see. It's like somebody setting you up to get, or whatever, right? And they go to a specific individual and they're like, oh, go to 1666. It's the greenhouse on the corner and it has a red door. And do X, Y, and Z. Mind you, when the person gets there, they're walking, they, break into the house, because this person does this. This is what they do. They go into the house, and as soon as they get up to do what they about to do, they see who they're supposed to take care of. And when the person realizes this person is in their house, they turn around and it's like, Bobby? Matter of fact, it's giving, you know what it's giving? It's giving Martin and Chris Rock or Dave Chappelle. When he was like, Telly? He's like, what the hell you doing hitting mom and pops? He was like, nigga, why are you here? He was like, we don't hit mom and pops. And he was like, what are you doing? And he was like, put the gun down, sir, because remember, Martin is supposed to be undercover. But he was looking for the diamond. So it's like, what are you doing hitting mom and pop spots? You know better. And he was like, put your hands on the oodles and noodles. He was like, nigga, Raymond, he was like, beef or chicken. And I don't know what he said, but, you know? And it's like that type of energy. You sent me to kill my own people, or you sent me to kill somebody that I fuck with or I rock with, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, how? So, whoever they try to offer you up to, whatever deity this is, you could rock with whoever this is. This could even be like a water deity, like Yamaye, right? Yamoya, right? Because this is all blue here. Or they could have tried to offer you up to Oshun, and you and Oshun are in, you know what I'm saying? Is giving, yeah, somebody should have chose something different for themselves instead of trying to come up against you, you know? But yeah, I heard good luck. Yeah, new life with the triumph. So you're getting this. I don't know who this is, but who's this blind person? They're wealthy and they have the means to do this. See? So whoever this was, they thought because they had money or status or fame or power or clout, they were bigger than the divine. They were higher than the Most High. They were, you know, they were God. But that's how them people are. You know, they don't really have a lot of common sense. They just have a whole lot of fucking money and don't know what to do with it. The 2202, and this is why they go out and buy all these fucking cars. They gotta have 15 fucking cars and all this bullshit to try to compensate either their little dick or their insecurities. And yeah, I said it. Okay? I'm so sick of this whole censorship. You can't say this, you can't say that, you can't do this. But all the negative shit is promoted. Okay? They want to censor us smaller channels, but then you have, you know what I'm saying? Listen, get the fuck out of here. Fuck YouTube. That's how I feel. Fuck all these social platforms. Okay? I'm so sick and tired of them and their bullshit. Okay? How they just like to spew hate and, you know, we all know this shit is not real. And I just need some people to wake up. I come on here and I be trying to help y'all, but y'all don't be trying to kill. Y'all like drama. Y'all like fucking foolishness. I watch all the karmic channels, how they excel, and them bitches be talking about the same fucking thing. The same toxic bullshit. And y'all love it. Y'all gravitate to it. Okay? Y'all gravitate to it. But it's a new day, honey. It's a new day. Because a lot of people don't see that things are about to change around here. Okay? They have more, they getting more attention than they think. And I feel like it's in the ethers. It's not even, it's giving watcher energy. It's giving the energy where I don't know if y'all saw that Watcher movie. I don't recall all of it, but I remember that first part when dude was like, you know, we've given he was like, it seems as if you and other countries want to destroy mankind and just control humanity. You're not using our resources to elevate technology while to bring peace and restore balance. Y'all basically using it to destroy, make weapons, and do fuck shit that we don't want no parts of. And then the thing was like, we're withdrawing for now. We're withdrawing as of this very moment. But we will be watching and we will return at our own discretion. But we are cutting fucking ties right here, right now. So I don't know if these people or whoever these big wigs are, they think they're just going to be able to do any old fuck shit because they have money. But nah, it ain't going to work like that. Okay? It's not gonna, it's giving that energy where, yeah, gesture. They feel like they could just pay whoever to just do whatever. Like, remember I was telling you about that movie yesterday when I told y'all they ran down an old boy house, but he had money, buku money. He was like a psycho. So when the girl originally called the police before he locked the whole damn house down and jammed the signal for her to be able to call out, she called 911 and she told them, I'm at so-and-so's house and I need help. When the police officer came, homeboy called the governor, I believe, or the commissioner or somebody. He had that nigga's number on speed dial. So when the police officer came, he texted the commissioner. Mind you, it's like 9 o'clock at night. Text the commissioner, and the commissioner calls the cop who came to his house. And he was like, oh, I didn't know who it was. My apologies, this and this and this and that. And then old boy turned around, not old boy, the police officer turned around and said, if there's anything I could do for you, let me know. As if like, nigga, if you needed to hide a body, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? But then you come on the scene and start blasting their ass out and telling all their motherfucking business. And yeah, they got to get rid of you. But I don't know who they thought they were going to pay to do whatever this was. And that's what I'm telling you. It don't matter what these people think or how these people move. If something is not meant to touch you, harm you, destroy you, it will not. Okay? And I always give y'all the scene where that dude, remember when DMX went to go kill that dude in his office? And even his people came in and they were like, you know, they wanted to step to DMX, and the man was like, he just put his hand out like, I got this. And then he started speaking to DMX's soul, and DMX hesitated for a reason. He could have shot him up as soon as he walked in. But no, that man was like, that man spoke to his spirit, spoke to his soul. So I don't know who these people been calling up on, child, who they've been talking to, but you know they ain't been talking to the right one because, excuse me, nothing is going to touch you. No amount of money, no amount of status, no amount of nothing is going to allow these people to carry out some type of judgment on you, and if that's not what was meant for you. Okay, and it's Sonny, let me tell y'all a story, right? Let me tell y'all a story. When we had that flood at my old apartment, right? Back in 2021, I told y'all the water was around my building, like literally in a circle. We were right in the dead middle of everything. And after the flood happened, mold started growing because my landlords were slumlords, right? Mold started growing in the basement. They really didn't care about us. They wanted to get us out because they was going to get the insurance money, rebuild the fucking raggedy ass apartment, raggedy ass building, and then, you know, start over and then throw us out like we were filth. So mold started growing. We had to leave. I ended up going to a hotel because they were like, oh, you have to go to a shelter. Bitch, what? I'm not going to no shelter. Okay? I've been to a shelter back when I had my fire, and I was like, I will never, ever, ever go back to a shelter. And I have more than enough money, you know what I'm saying, to go stay in a hotel until I found a place. But I didn't know a lot about the certain laws and the school systems, and my son's school district was very strict. Like, I've heard people who went to jail behind, you know, having their kid go to a good school and they don't live in the district. So I was trying to make sure I always was on my up and up, always up on my P's and Q's when it came to stuff like that, and trying to just, you know, do the best that I could do and stay in line because I couldn't end up in nobody's jail behind no bullshit. Anywho, that's not even the point. But anyway, so we went to the hotel. Mind you, somebody broke into my apartment. I had a back door, and somebody climbed up three flights Okay? I don't know how the fuck they got up there, but I did see a ladder in the back of the house. They kicked my fucking back door in. I had a camera as soon as you came in the door. So I wasn't able, the camera was right behind the door because I wasn't thinking they were coming up on the fucking balcony. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't see who came in. But somebody came in, kicked the door in, and they were searching all in my shit. Right? All my documents, all my paperwork. I don't know what the fuck they were looking for, but I feel like somebody was under the assumption that I was at the place because the TV was on and I left the light on. I had the light thing where it went on and off. So somebody was clearly watching to see where I was. So now I'm at the hotel and I get a call from my neighbor and she's like, "Kay, what's up?" And I was like, "Nothing, what you doing?" She was like, "There's a man here looking for you from the school." And I'm like, "What? What school?" She was like, he has a clipboard and he has your son's name on it and he's trying to verify residency. And I'm like, "What?" I'm just thinking, bitch, why would you have this man call me? Why would you have this man call my phone, girl? So she was talking to me and he just grabs the phone out of her hand and was like, "You need to tell me where you are now." He said he was the U.S. Marshal. His name was so and so and so and all this shit. I said, "I am where I'm at," right? And he was like, I told him I was in a hotel completely different from where the fuck I was at. Okay? And it was like when I told him I was at a hotel and, you know, he was like taken aback like, fuck. So I'm just like, who the fuck was this man? So now I call the U.S. Marshal. And I asked him who this is. And I sure did. I called the White Plains office and I asked him, "There's a man who claimed that he's looking for me. You guys sent him out to verify my children, so-and-so." I contacted the school. So I'm like, nothing but that was somebody who was there to harm me and my children. Why was this man so adamant to find out where the fuck I was? You see what I'm saying? So if something is not supposed to touch you, it's not going to reach you. Okay? Never heard or heard from that man again. Never saw him. Nothing. Went to the school, asked the school. They were like, "We didn't even know that you were displaced. Why didn't you tell us?" I'm like, "I didn't know," because my apartment didn't get messed up. So, you know, I was under the assumption that, you know, just going about my daily. But the teacher was like, "No, nobody knew." And I was like, "Did y'all send them to verify that I was still living?" She was like, "We didn't even know you were displaced. So how could we send anybody?" So right then I knew it was a setup. So when I tell you, whatever people try to do, send for you, or think they're going to cast upon you, it will never happen. That's why I'm telling you, collective, you have to be strong-willed. When I tell you have to work through that fear, when you realize your mind creates a lot of the things that you fucking go through, you will be better fucking off. You hear me? Better off. You know what I was sitting in here thinking the other night? Let me see if I could even say it. I heard the guy said no. Did y'all hear that? Upstairs. He said no. I'm not even going to say it. Okay? I don't know what these people, who raised them, you know, for them to feel like this shit was okay and this shit is acceptable. This could even be like a childhood friend who, you know, grew up and was holding a grudge against something you said or did or made them feel. And you know how I always say, like, police officers grow up to be police officers because they got bullied and shit. So they're going to grow up to do the same to others on some hurt people bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be really careful, because your mind will fucking trick you out your own spot. Your mind will have you thinking things that's not even true. A lot of people ruin a lot of things. That's why they call it self-sabotage. So if they could project onto you to make you believe these things about yourself, you will stop. You won't go into your divinity, or even, you know, continue on your course and become this successful, amazing healer, or whatever the fuck you pursuing at this time. You understand? For me to tell y'all how, when the other reading, I said how my mom and my sister used to be like, Kalina, you gotta stop playing, you gotta stop laughing and joking all the time, you have to be serious. And then I kind of turned myself down. I stopped laughing and joking and started doing bad shit. You know what I'm saying? So listen, let's continue. Let's continue. I've been talking long enough. Let's get something for this protest. So whoever this look, told you, you could be helping somebody look at something in a different perspective. This could even be somebody who is rich, who's been watching you, and their person found out, and their person's the one who's attacking you. So this person don't see, you know, because a lot of them don't believe in God. A lot of them don't believe in spirituality. They are so programmed behind the Bible, and you know what I'm saying? So it's like they look at you like you're a fucking joke. You don't know what you're talking about. You get messages from who? They don't like your confidence. They don't like the fucking attention you get. They don't like how playful you are, how in tune and connected you are with your inner child. Like, they just don't like it. Okay? They don't like your willpower. They don't like your drive. They don't like your passion. They don't like the fact that you are brave and you are willing to step out on faith and take a fucking chance on yourself. Because they could never. All they could do is hide behind money, labels, and motherfucking material. And you're like, bitch, what? That shit means nothing when your soul looking like what? Yeah, that shit means absolutely nothing when that heart is cold as ice. It's dirty, it's mucky, it's tainted, it's poison. Okay? I don't care how you dress it up. Okay? A skunk gonna always be a motherfucking skunk. He gonna stink. You could paint him any color you want, but that motherfucker gonna always smell how he smell when he give off that stench. You understand what I'm saying? So this could be somebody who smells. They have a harsh odor or something of the sort, because you could smell the demon on them. You could smell the demon that they fucking created out of hatred. But then they got money, or they came up, they did something successful to show other people. They didn't do it for self. They did it to show other people, or to put it in people's face, and oh, if you left me, you're gonna regret it, because now look at me. You're gonna want to be with me because I have money and all of this shit. Not realizing you don't give a fuck about none of that. Okay? Let me tell y'all know how much money I be sitting on, have sat on, and nobody fucking knew, and I still moved how I wanted to move and did what I wanted to do, and nobody fucking knew. That's why I always got with people genuinely. Niggas I don't have no money. I don't have nothing. Okay, so I'm gonna let you, either you want to get to know me or you don't, but then you can always tell how niggas truly feel about you, because once they realize that you don't have anything, you're not divulging anything, they don't see all this big glamorous life you're living, because you live a simple life. But most people who have a bag, that's what they do. You don't have to flaunt and do all this extracurricular bullshit, you know what I'm saying, unless you're just in Hollywood and living that lifestyle. Okay, but a lot of those people who have all that money and the glitz and glamour, those bitches are bitter. They're self-conscious, they're insecure, they're narcissistic, they're psychologically fucked up. They're the ones carrying the most hurt, because if they were truly healed and woke, they would know you don't need none of that shit. None of it. Okay? So something about a gesture. Let's read. You may be asked to help someone out, or you may need a hand. Give deserved praise to others, and you will receive recognition too. So this could be somebody who was standing up for you, okay? Or you stood up for somebody, and they fucking wanted to attack you because you spoke out on something. Like I said, some type of information, knowledge, or information you could have expressed is what's bringing you all this fucking attention and drama from motherfuckers who need to just go on and do the fucking work. Okay? They might know you coming into some wealth, or you have wealth, or you have a new life, but you know you're winning, and they don't want people to see you in a good light. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you could be at the 10 of cups already. You could be fucking well balanced, well learned, at harmony, at peace, and just regular. Look, they look like regular folk. Okay? You have so much divine favor over you, and these people know it. So if they could alter it in any way, look, alter it in any way, shape, or form, oh, they gonna try. They are definitely gonna try. They don't want you to keep on working. They want you to strip you down to the point where you're sitting like this. Fetal position. Oh my God. They want you to consistently be going through some type of dark night. 7 of Pentacles, waiting for your seeds to blossom. And just waiting. They don't want you to be in a 9 of Cups. Okay? They don't want you to be abundant. Yeah, so you definitely triumphing over whoever this third party is. Whoever was trying to mask or make it seem like you are wearing a mask or trying to pretend. You are stripping somebody's mask off. Yeah, look. I told you not a devil's in regret. This could be somebody you work with. This could be somebody at your job who tried to paint the narrative as if you weren't pulling your weight, or, you know, they could have been lying on you and saying all sorts of stuff, having people attack you, and, you know, just out of fucking pocket, just bringing a whole lot of unnecessary attention. Look, because you're loyal, okay? But you ain't being loyal to nobody else now, all right? They definitely watching, studying, learning, or trying to figure out how they could disrupt whatever this is. Look, paint the narrative as if, you know. But somebody gonna come in and help you with something. You might be getting some type of stocks or bonds or some type of beetle amulet you recently received, or even a gold amulet. Or even a gold necklace. I see just a long, you know, this could be something somebody wears. Okay, you could be having trouble with your eyesight. Maybe you need to go get that checked out. Or whoever this is. Okay, they wanted you not to be able to see with your 3D eyes. But bitch, you could see spiritually with that third eye. Okay, look, yeah, somebody having a tower because you still progressing. You still moving forward. You still have the key to unlock whatever restrictions or blockages that's trying to, you know, you could go in any direction you want at this point. What's this triumph with the new life? Whoa. In reverse. What is this? 6 of Cups. Yeah. You're not nostalgic about your past. You don't have no past memories. You're not holding on to the past. You are releasing the past. Okay? Yeah, 5 of Swords. Somebody's just bitter, and you know this. This is somebody who can't come. Yeah, 9 of Swords. Somebody who cannot come. And they're fearful because they never imagine not having you in their life, or they thought that they were going to come into all this money or position or power and you were just going to drop down and get your fucking eagle on. No, bitch. We are our own power source. We are our own grid line. Like, we don't need your money, your wealth. We don't need nothing from you. Okay? We don't need a damn thing from you. We are divine. Okay? But they need this material shit. They thrive off of it. So you can't really expect too much from them, you know, because they're all 3D. They're all 3D at this point. Yeah, you a fucking healer out here. You don't be fighting and arguing with people. Look at her. Why is you fighting with that rat? Like, why are you fighting with him? Kick him. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they are. They're bullies. As big as you are, yeah. As big as you are, you going to be sitting there arguing with a mouse? then wonder why they have so much grievances and shit. You know, somebody could be grieving. This could be somebody who's grieving over a loss, and then they just want to use you as a scapegoat and take the shit out on you. You know what I'm saying? Before they go heal. Okay? You could have blocked whoever this was because they are bitter. They are inconsistent. They are self-absorbed. Don't have no type of self-awareness. Okay? Unruly, unjust, unfair, just complicated and fucking arrogant for absolutely no reason because they can't control somebody. Bitch, you can only control your motherfucking self. Like, when people understand that, we won't have to keep having these conversations. What's this blind and wealth? Yeah. They can't see how it is. You're still a whole vibe out here. How are you still so blissful? How are you getting new beginnings? How? How come we can't stop this? Okay, yeah, 4 swords. Somebody don't understand how you still winning. Because you get messages, you study, you learn, you stay in your lane, you worry about yourself. Okay? You worry about yourself. You take care of yourself. You have self-love and self-care. You know what self-worth is. Okay? You've gone through those stages where you've learned to forgive. You've learned to detach. You've learned to have compassion. You've learned to self-care. You learn how to give people grace. You learn how to have unconditional love for people who don't have enough for themselves. Okay? You've learned the art of detachment. You've always been faithful. Okay? You don't have to see the Most High to understand there is something out there that is higher and greater than us. You were always faithful to the cause. And nobody could sway that. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, death to whoever this devil is, bitch. Yeah. And look, I just cut it. All right? Death to any fucking illusions, 5 of Cups, like, yeah. Somebody trying to hide some type of offer from you. They don't want somebody to come in with a sincere offer. This could have been a message, an invitation, some type of something that's going to be heartfelt. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. I'm trying to tell you, look, lover, King of Pentacles. They don't want somebody to come in and invest. They don't want you to have any investments. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles. They don't want you to be successful in your craft. They don't want your business to excel. They don't want you to be able to provide for yourself. You could be even dating yourself at this time. And that's exactly what's turning the wheel in your favor. Okay? And then I'll say something about blue dress. That girl who did the interview in the blue dress. She came into the guys as if she wanted this girl's true, genuine opinion. Okay? Pretending to want this girl's true opinion, but didn't realize she was going to get her ass mollywopped all over the fucking streets of New York. She only did that for clout. You understand? But she didn't know who she was interviewing was a delicate savage because that bitch ripped her ass to shreds. That bitch was leaking. When I tell you she two-pieced that girl, like bop bop. She two-pieced that girl. We all see where it was going. Why is it that she didn't see it? Why is it that this devil didn't see that something was going to end abruptly? Somebody could have bow leg. Let me tell you something, bitch. I ain't even going to hold you. I love me a bow-legged nigga. And I love to see those older men with bow legs. That shit does something to my soul. But did you know that they didn't get like enough vitamin D? They weren't, they were like vitamin D deficient. That's why they got that. But it's mostly in like those third world countries and stuff where their moms are, you know, in the certain areas where their mom didn't have enough nutrients or some shit like that, y'all. But I love me a bow-legged man. It just does something to my spirit, honey. But anyway, yeah, death to this negativity, this devil energy, this toxicity, this obsession, this codependency, this fame, this fortune, this recognition, all of this shit. It's death to all of that shit that came with too much fucking baggage, addictions, and overconsumptions, and just, you know, shit that don't matter. What's this protest and gesture? So we can get out of here. Yeah, Queen of Swords, like I told you. You stand in your fucking ground when it comes to your happiness. Okay? Your wish fulfillment. Your family. You're not playing with people no more. I told you. This could be a Queen of Swords who's going to help you. This could even be a lawyer. This could even, because it says sue on this card. So this could even be a lawyer standing up for you in court. Okay, this is somebody who's going to help you, because somebody could be trying to have you caught up in some type of legality, and you're going to have somebody, or this could just be your spirit team. I'm hearing Sophia. Okay, Sophia. Maybe y'all work with Sophia. Google her. She was a god. So put it where it fit. Some of y'all could be a bloodline or descendants of Sophia, the true God. Okay, so put it where it fit. Man, listen. This person could, and it's so funny because I had a dream about somebody's head, and I said, I told you there was this big-headed lady who came to me, and she was like, we should get to know each other. And I was like, I said it just like this. Why is this bitch touching me? I said it just like that. And she kind of chuckled like, oh my God. Big energy. So this could be a lawyer contacting you. Okay, this could be a lawyer who could be watching you or seeing that something was, you know, this could even be somebody being investigated in the courts. Somebody who has stature, you know, somebody who was supposed to be a helping hand to others. 5151. Okay, somebody who's very wealthy. So somebody could be being investigated. Okay, it's giving IA internal affairs type energy. Okay, for me to say the whole thing about Martin. All right, yeah. Somebody don't see something. Nine of Pentacles, yeah. Nine of Pentacles to the Queen of Wands, yeah. You are definitely self-sufficient, independent, very much so magical, and somebody wanted to abruptly stop that. Especially when it comes to your work, how your reputation. You know what I'm saying? Your reputation, or even like who you are as a person. Yeah, Four of Swords. Your character. Like somebody wanted to destroy your character. But this could be somebody who is being sued now because they don't know how to shut the fuck up. This could be a Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords who don't know how to shut up. What's this? I'm sure it said take this right here. Yeah. Three of Cups. These three bitches. Yeah. Somebody might have their eye on you. Somebody might want to collab. This could be somebody who's getting divorced and they want to come attack you because they feel like you're the cause. Well, my husband was watching your channel, or my husband, you spoke to my husband the other day at the coffee shop, or in passing, he told me he spoke to somebody at work, and bitch, get a grip. Okay? Yeah. Y'all heard my stomach? Yeah. There could be a lot of fighting in the household right about now. And it could be because of you. All right? Maybe somebody's no longer giving to somebody. Maybe somebody's cutting somebody off. Yeah, Hierophant. This could be a whole marriage being dissolved at this point. What's that say? The Magician. Yeah. Somebody could have been doing magic over a union to get the Ten of Pentacles. And it's being found out. Tower. I can't make this shit up. Knight of Swords. And somebody getting the fuck on real fast. You could have been the one who put a bug in somebody's ear for them to do this. Okay? Of course somebody is in love. Maybe somebody want to come in and help you now. Okay? Somebody see that you standing up for yourself and they want to be a helping hand. Okay, maybe you're the one who don't see that whoever this is, they're coming in. Here they come. They coming in to help you. Look. Yeah, they coming in to help you, to get you out of some type of stuck energy, or they see some type of unfair treatment. Yeah, look. They've been watching. Okay, and this is somebody completely new. Because it's the Six of Cups in reverse. This is somebody you might not even know. This is not a past person. This could be a new person who you don't even see coming and who is going to have your back. You got somebody's attention. Maybe somebody was asleep. Okay? Maybe because they had a whole bunch of money, they wasn't really too much in tune with, they were in tune with the finer things, but morals, class, a little bit of integrity, they knew nothing of it. Okay? And maybe they did, but they more so moved out of their shadow aspect, which is not bad, but you got to have a balance. 8 of Wands with the World card. Yeah. Somebody might have got a fucking message or some type of communication or something happened quickly. This could even have been an ascension somebody was thrown into. Yeah, a King of Swords. And here we go. I told you this was somebody bitter ass wife. Oh boy, she getting sued or something like that. She getting sued. Or now she might want to sue you. Because this could be a counterpart coming in for you. Okay? Maybe you help somebody stand in their power. Set boundaries. Okay? Be more logical and got up out their heart space. Like, you could be compassionate. Because remember, I came in here and I said, you are still very much so compassionate, loving, nurturing, kind, and love to help and extend yourself to others. But you still was that Queen of Swords. You still knew how to stand your ground. You still spoke the truth. You still made sure you had some type of balance. Okay? I don't believe these people knew that those other sides of you. They were trying to act like they didn't want to believe that you were truly an empress. Okay? So, of course, they're not going to see you in your Queen of Wands. They were seeing you as like this quaint little white fluffy bunny that they could murky up and stain up and just toss off like a dirty rag. No, bitch. I'm don't know why we keep getting all these belly references. And I'm hearing him say, he said, what he said? He said, come. All on a bomba clock, come. Me I go kill all on no. And he started shooting. Da, 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 da. Yo, that nigga was suit, son. And then Chiquita jumped over like, okay. Yeah, that's the ancestors, honey. They didn't know that you had hidden helpers. Something they never even saw or imagined or thought. They were just looking so 3D. They didn't see that it was coming from above, okay? Yeah, you definitely help an emperor close out a cycle, or this is just you taking back your power, building an empire for yourself, and you're completely doing this. You help your masculine, possibly, this emperor, close out something, heal something successfully, be more strategic, okay? Ground themselves, get back down to reality, but still, very much so spiritually in tune. So you basically just like kind of gave somebody a tune-up because they were always divine. They just had to basically snap back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, snap back into reality to see that this shit wasn't reality. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Somebody could have been waiting or just watering their garden, or you know what I'm saying? Somebody could have just been waiting for the truth or some type of breakthrough or some type of honesty or information or idea or a different way of seeing something, or maybe somebody just liked the way you think. Yeah. Somebody could have been left out. Okay. Somebody could have been trying to figure something out. Maybe they were juggling. Maybe they were trying to figure out what they had to leave out, or this could have been you weighing your options, having to make a major decision, and somebody just needed some time to really, regroup, and you help this person. Okay? So you help whoever this is triumph over their past to be able to get this new life, and you don't see that somebody been watching you, somebody wealthy who want to come in and help a sister out. Yeah, somebody ready to fight for you. Okay, somebody ready to take your hand for you to be able to thaw out, in a sense. Get out of this, cold energy or this stuck energy, or somebody just want to warm you up. That's all. So you might having like some type of loving gesture come in. You know, yeah, Queen of Wands told you. Somebody want to see you in your softer side, your softer era. Or they like you more when you're in your soft era. Yeah, you could have been inspiring someone in secret, like I said. Or somebody just like the way you fucking stand up for yourself, and they would love to be able to cater to those other sides. Okay, bitch, I know that's right. You know I love a good spa day, honey. Okay? I love a good spa. Bitch, I can't. Look at that. I told you. Ooh, take me with y'all. Please. Just take me with you. Yeah. Somebody love to see you in your power. Maybe they want to see you, you know, in some lingerie and shit, bitch. Ooh. Yeah. Okay? Somebody could be daydreaming and fantasizing about you. Yeah, somebody could be going through a separation because I see the separation card. Yeah. Somebody definitely try to control somebody or seen how somebody was controlling them. But, you know, somebody could have just been caught up in the matrix or, you know, in love or thought it was love or, you know how it go already. Caught up in some type of fog, honey. That's all. That's why you can't be eating and drinking from everybody. I remember my dude had came and was like, he bought me some crab legs. I looked at him like, I'm going to need to see you eat it first. He's like, I brought it for all of us. I don't care. I'm going to need to see you eat it first. Drink some of that juice water. That nigga was like, yo, you are fucking wild, yo. I'm like, I don't care. You about to poison me and my kids up in here. Okay? Yeah. Somebody ain't know that you was protected, honey. Somebody did not know you was protected. And that's the thing, too. You could have been protected by your spirit team, but then you could have also been being protected by whoever this person is, whoever this wealthy person is that you don't see coming in to change your life, change your status, change your last name. Okay? Yeah, somebody could definitely be watching you from your past. Somebody who you had to cut off. You might have had some harsh words. You might not even remember who this is because it was nothing that serious to you, or this could have just been somebody you were socializing with, or you could have went out and said something and stood up for somebody and somebody was like, wow. Yeah. Wow. You could have gave somebody a piece of advice in passing and they never forgot it, you know? And maybe they used their resources to find you and they found you. You know what I'm saying? So put it where it fit. I know this all over, but let's close out. Yeah, wealth is calling, honey. Okay? Maybe there's somebody who want to invest. Look, that's the truth. There could be somebody who want to invest. Help you grow, evolve. Maybe somebody might want to all pay for you to start classes with this knowledge and the books and teach a class, you know, even do like maybe even write a book, help you publish it. Bitch, come through. Okay, yes, you are definitely a star. CDs fell out. Independence and acceptance. Yeah, you're accepting the fact that this is who you are. Okay? And this is what's helping you move forward out of some type of stagnation. You took a step. You took a leap of faith on yourself. Yeah. These motherfuckers did not know who you was. All right, I'm done. Let me get up out of here. I'm about to go make me some coffee. Yeah, patience is a virtue. Somebody been patiently waiting. I love these cards, man. I love these cards so much. All right, that was quick. Yeah, keep taking action. Keep making things public. Keep speaking out. Keep showing up for yourself. Yeah, and abundance will be yours. Told you, you will be financially free. What's this? Yeah, abundance again. So action. Let's read it. It says, a thing done, behaviors initiating to happen, an act of will, method of performing, accomplishments of a thing over a period of time. Yeah. Use your voice. Together we rise. Do your part. Knowing is not enough. You must take action. I'm trying to tell you. So somebody thought they was going to come up against you so you don't see who you are, or stop believing in yourself and stop thriving and getting to the goal. Bitch, how? 14, it was 1:04:41 on the clock. Yeah. But y'all, like, share, and subscribe. Keep pushing, keep thriving, keep going. Don't ever fucking stop. Don't ever second guess. Always stay encouraged. Be your own encouragement. Okay? Be your own encouragement. So y'all definitely have somebody who got you got somebody attention. You got somebody's attention. Okay? Somebody. And I'm telling you, they ready to help you out majorly. Look at this shit. The new life with the wealth and the gesture. You're gonna triumph, okay? Over all these non-believers and these people who try to come up against you. Okay? Yeah. But anywho, like, share, and subscribe. I will talk to y'all later. Big up on yourself. Make somebody heart smile. Later.